What's going on, everybody? My name is Dario Ajabadi, one of the assistants at the University of Arizona, and today I'm just going to be showing you guys how to make a wellness questionnaire for your athletes. Some guys may not have the funding to be able to purchase, AMS systems where you guys can track this all in one place. So this is just a quick and easy alternative to, making a sheet that you can send out to your guys, have them respond, and get the valuable information that you need. So first, I'm gonna start by just showing you. This is one that I just made up. So as you can see, pictures here, wellness survey. Now these are questions right here, and I'm gonna get into how I did all this, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of the end product so you can see what we're working with. So just questions. Name. How many hours did you sleep? What was the quality of your sleep? What was your mood like today? And I'm gonna show you how you could view the responses by coming here and how you can even export that as an Excel sheet. So I'm going to start by going to my drive. So I just want to let everyone know you need to have a Google Drive for this. So all you do is create a Google account if you don't have one already. Then you go into your Google Drive. So boom, this is my Google Drive. You go where it says new. So you click new. You go to more. And what we're going to be using is what we call Google Forms. So right here, Google Forms. So you click Google Forms. Boom. It's going to load up now. You can see it's kind of like the other page I just showed you, but pretty much without all the adjustments I had made. So first, we could title it whatever you want to title it, but I'll just title it Wellness Survey. Boom. So that once it goes to our athletes, they kind of know already what they're in for. And here as a sub description, I'll just put, please answer to the best of your ability, just so that we could get as much, buy-in as we can. And then boom, question number one. So boom, this is where you edit the questions. Now I'm going to show you. Here where it says multiple choice, there's a whole list of different type of options you could have. You could do short answer, you could do paragraph, you could do multiple choice, checkbox, drop down box. So I'm just going to start off with a simple multiple choice question. I always start with name. Please do not forget to incorporate name, because if you do not have a name section in there, when your athletes submit, you won't know who's who. So it's very, very important. Name is always first. So I'll boom, name. And I always like to do last first, just like that. Boom. So I change this to a short answer because if it's multiple choice, they're not choosing a name. So I have it as short answer. So boom, and they will type in their name right here. So another thing I want you guys to see is there are questions that you can make required that they have to answer, and I like to do because with name, if they skip over it and don't do it, then we won't, like I said, we won't know who did it. So right down here at the bottom, where it says required, if you toggle that, boom. So now that makes this question required. So now they cannot submit the survey until, this question has been answered. So that's automatic. So boom. So that's question number one. I always start off with name. Pretty simple. Next, to create a question on the side right here, where it says add question, import questions, all this, I keep it simple. Go right to add question. Boom. Now, this is where, your meat and potatoes is of the survey is really what you want to ask. So, one things I like to ask is, boom, how much sleep did you get last night? And now for here, I'm going to make this a multiple choice because I'm going to give them, a set options so that they can answer from. So boom, where it says option one, I just click, I'll just put maybe 1 to 3 hours. Right here under where it says add option, I could just click that. Boom, and I might go 3 to 6 hours. Or 3 to 5. We'll go 3 to 5. And then add option, we could go 5 to 8. And then maybe for the guys that really get some sleep, we'll just do 8 plus. Just maybe on the weekends or whenever. 8 plus. Boom. So now, when you want to save this and make sure that this question is locked in, well, first off, like I said, just like how we do with our name, I want to make this question required, so they have to answer this question. So boom, question is required. Now this question is locked in. So now boom, that's it. That's all I got to do. I'm going to go to the next question. Now remember to do that. You just go right back to the plus right here. Boom. So now I'm back down, ready to ask another question. So I asked, how much sleep did you get last night? Now I'm going to ask, what was the quality of sleep? And I'm going to do it from 1 to 5. So I'm going to add in 1 being poor, 5 being excellent. Boom. So there's my question. Let me not forget my question mark. Boom. So now back to options. I'm going to do 1. And a simple way to do this, instead of just having to click down to add option, or you could even hit add all right here, how it will automatically put 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to click enter. Boom. It'll go to the next option. 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple. So now we have 1 being poor, so the quality of sleep was very bad. 5 was excellent. They slept very well. Boom. Another same thing. I'm going to make it required. Just like that. So now we're going to move on to the next question. Go back to the plus sign right here. Ask the question. And now I'm going to get into, how they're feeling. So what is your mood like? Same thing. I'm not going to add it again, but it's going to be 1 being poor, 5 being excellent. So boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make this a required question. Boom. So now this gives us an idea. First, we know how much they slept. We know the quality of sleep. Now we know, how they're feeling. What's their mood like? So after that, I'm going to add another question, and I'm going to ask them, are you sore? Like, how much soreness do you feel? Because these are, things we want to know early in the morning. And you see here, it changed my question instead of multiple choice to linear scale. Sometimes it would do that. Just be cautious. I want to go back to multiple choice question because I think it's just simple and easy for the athletes. It doesn't require too much. So how sore are you? I'm going to have no soreness, feeling good. Second one is going to be moderate. I'm moderately sore. And the last one is I'm very sore. Like I'm sore. Boom. Same thing. I always like to make my questions required because I want as much information on these guys as possible. So boom. No soreness, moderate soreness, and very sore. Now, that's good to know, but we also want to know, where are they sore? We don't want to just know, okay, you're sore. Okay, that's good to know, but we need to know where. So that's another question. Where are you feeling this soreness? And some guys won't know too much like how to answer this question, so I'll just put in examples like, hamstring maybe, boom, hamstring, quad, just kind of give them examples of what they could put. And I'm gonna make this a short answer question. Why? Because I want them to type out, and if they want to explain anything, they'll be able to type it out, where it is, explain maybe why it's happening, or anything like that. So we get more information. So that's why I make that a short answer question. Boom, and I make this required. So let's go to our next question. And we don't want to have too many questions because this is something that we might be sending out to our athletes every morning before they come in the lift. So 5, 6 questions is perfect. Quick for them to fill out and valuable information for the coach. So the last question I always like to put is, is there anything that you want to tell us? And us being obviously the strength staff, is there anything that's going on in your life, whether it's outside issues, inside issues, whatever you feel they want to share or they would like to share to us is right here. And I have this in paragraph form because you never know how deep or how deep it could get. So, but for this one, I will not make it required because sometimes there's nothing to share, and I'm not going to force them to type something and do something that, when they really don't have anything to share. I don't want them to go searching for stuff. I want it to be, straight off the dome so that, if it's something they want to share, they can share. Boom. So now, as far as the questionnaire is, questionnaire is done. The questions are here. Boom, 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 boom. Now, one thing I want to do is, you're probably going to want to modify it, make it look a little better. So I'm going to go to right here where it says customize theme. Click that and choose image. So every school, every university, every person's going to have their own image. I'm just going to use the image that we use just for an example. Boom, boom. And sometimes, just so that you know, sometimes the image will not show here for some odd reason, but when you click done, it will appear. So I click done, now I go to the top of my survey, and boom. Let me exit out of this so you could really see it. Boom. Arizona football strength and conditioning. Boom. So when they come in, click the link to the survey, and I'll be showing you guys how to send out the link later. When they click the link to the survey, this is the first thing that they'll see. Nice, clean, and professional. Now, going back to this editing, you might want to put your theme colors, your school colors. So boom, I have blue here. You could change the background a little bit, as you can see. You can make it as artistic as you want. Whatever your mind desires, you could do. Change the font and all that. So boom, right here, this is fine for me. I'm just trying to get the information. I'm not trying to win an art project. So I exit out of that. So as far as looks, it looks good. Everything looks good. But now if you want to preview it, before you're ready to send it out to the athletes to make sure everything is cool, and you want to preview it, you come right here next to where we were just at with the customized theme, and you hit preview. And this will take you to a new page. And this is exactly what the athlete will see when they click the link to do their survey. The questions are here. Boom. Last name, first name. You can see this boom right here is required. It means it's required. Every asterisk is required question, so they have to click on the answer, finish the survey, and then they would hit submit at the bottom right here. Now, one thing just to see, I did make a mistake. I missed this bracket right here. So it's good to preview. So now I'm going to go back, exit out of this, go back to this question, and add this bracket. It's not a big detail. The guys probably would not even recognize it, but just to have it clean and professional, just try and make everything as neat, as good, as correct as possible. So as far as creating the survey, that is pretty much it. Now, for the sending it out part and the tracking the responses, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So now, you go to where it says send. So right here, you click send. And it gives you a few different options. You could email the link to all of your guys, or you could email the link to all of your guys, sorry, or you could just go right here, and here's a link. You click the link. This is what I like to do because it's the simplest way. You click shorten URL. Now you have this little link right here. What you will do with this link is you'll copy and paste it. You'll go maybe save it, email it to yourself, save it to your phone and your notes or wherever you want to save it, where you could always go back and copy and paste it. And say you're setting this out, you want to send this out to your athletes every day at 8 or 7 in the morning. You have one designated coach with this link who will have this link and will text it out to all of the athletes. The same link, just one link. It could be one big group message. It could be individually, even though I don't recommend that. But text it out to the athletes, and then they'll get this link. And when they click this link, like I showed you in the preview, that is what they will see. They will answer the questions. And I already did one of these just so I could kind of show you how the response is and how that looks. So I'm gonna back out of here and I'm gonna go to one that I made previously, which is the same thing with the same questions, looks the same. So now you go to right here where it says responses, so you can see there's 3 responses. I just did 3 made up guys or whatever. Response 1. So you could come here, you could start with summary, which tells you, all the names of who did it. But what I like to do 2 things. I either usually like to go to individual. So I'll go to individual and it will show me each individual report as they send it back. So, and all these reports, as soon as they submit, will automatically come back here. So there's nothing you have to do except for maybe refresh your page every few minutes or so. And every link that is sent, it will come here. So, boom, player A. I just did player A for an example. He slept 6 to 9 hours. Quality of sleep was 3, not great, not terrible. What's his mood like today? Pretty good mood. Boom. No soreness. Okay. And he didn't have anything he wanted to let us know. Okay, cool. Now let's go to the next one. Player B. Let's see. 9+ hours of sleep. So he slept pretty good. 4 is his quality, so that's pretty good. He has a 5 mood, so this guy's probably recovering pretty good, doing pretty good in school. Moderately sore, it's not bad. And he said, he left a note, I've been feeling great lately, coach, nothing to report today. So even though it's not something that, we have to really, really worry about, it's good to know that, he's feeling good, nothing to report. That's something that's what we like to hear. That's good. It's good information. Lastly, uh, player C right here. Boom. So how many hours of sleep did you get last night? 3 to 6. So that's something that we might want to talk to our athlete about because 6 is still relatively low. We would like them to get 8+, but 6 isn't as nearly as bad as 3. So if they're getting 3, then this is something that I would come to this athlete and talk to them about. And as you can see, the quality of sleep was poor, very poor, and their mood today isn't too good, and they're very sore. Okay, so now off the bat, something is going on with this guy. Is there any notes that he would like to let us know? I've been struggling with sleeping and keeping my weight up. I think it is due to the stress of finals week. Okay, so now we know this kid's stressed out. Maybe he's not recovering like we want him to. Maybe he's not, well, he already said he's having trouble keeping his weight up, so maybe he's not eating like he's supposed to. Maybe finals is kicking his behind. These are things that we need to know as coaches. And the more information, we can have on these guys, the better it is for us. And like I said, this is free. This is something that can be sent out every day. Information can be brought in. You don't have to charge anything. One coach can handle it. Even if you have a group of interns, you can have the interns send the link out, and you guys just monitor the responses daily throughout the day. Another thing, I told you I like to look at 2 things when it comes to responses. So I went to individual already. Another thing that you could do, which is good because it shows you a lot more, is create a spreadsheet. So when you click create a spreadsheet, you could either create an existing spreadsheet or you could just create a new Excel sheet. So I'll just create a new Excel sheet. So click create, boom. Now all of those your players that responded, all of their answers will now be here. Everything comes here. So you can see timestamp. If you want your athletes to do this before their lift or before a certain time during the day, you'll be able to see when exactly they've done it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or maybe it didn't do this. You'll see exactly when they've done it. And this is another reason if you go to column B right here where it says name, this is why I had name added in the question, because if this isn't here, then we would not know who is answering what. So this is very important. So boom, name, player A. Now we just see all the questions are automatically here. Boom, boom, boom. Our questions are automatically on the top row. And then their answers are right under as you can see. Boom, boom, boom. So as you can see, it's real simple to be able to just send this link out, get some good information, relatively easy. It takes maybe 10 minutes to set up the survey. It takes 1 minute to send it out and then just monitor the responses. You could do this daily. So like I said, it'll show you what day it is, what time it is. You could do graphs on this. You could take this information and maybe, sort it out by guys you need to talk to, guys that have been struggling, whatever the case may be. This is just another option for us coaches out here to be able to communicate with our athletes with when we maybe don't have the resources that we need or we could use to buy stuff that would do this for us. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'll write my email right here, as a matter of fact, so that you guys will know what it is. Right here, dariajabadi@email.arizona.edu. Please, if you have any questions, if you would like to learn how to do something else, or maybe I went too fast in a certain area and you didn't get it, feel free to email me. I always pay attention to my email. I'll respond. Feel free. We can set up a time to talk on the phone. Whatever. I'm here to help. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this has helped somebody. Please feel free to spread the love so that other coaches, can get this information to help us and make us better, make us, be able to communicate to our athletes and get the information that we need to do our jobs. So thank you. I hope you all have a great day.